We are live. Hello, hello, hello. So I have got a guest who's in the green room, and I'm going to play this guest a song. So let's just show you what the song is so that you know. But yeah, good afternoon. This is the most iconic first chord, I'm sure. Here we go. Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads we had to walk are winding, and all the lights that lead us there are blinding. There are many things that I like to say to you, but I don't know how. Because maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonderwall. That's where we're going to leave it. And let's see if he's still in the green room or he's walked away, because I've just murdered a song. Hello, Simon. How the devil are you?
I'm all good. Cheers, mate. You? Thank you for that song. I love it.
No worries at all, mate. No worries at all. So I murdered it because I didn't play it in the right order. And so basically this show is all about you and not about the song, but it is an absolute classic. And so I do a live show on Facebook every Tuesday and Thursday on my music channel, and so this song will get its played entirely, but also on Saturday night my band are playing it as well, so I'm gonna love singing this song for the next few days. Anyway, Simon Washbrook, how the devil are you? Please tell me why you chose that song.
I've got two answers. I've got the professional answer and I've got the real answer. Well, no, so the other answer. Is that a good way of saying it? So from my point of view, the real answer is I absolutely love it from college. I just remember sitting in the car with a group of friends, driving to college, having the best time ever. So it's just got that sort of warm, fuzzy moment for me. The professional answer is popcorn's a bit like a Wonderwall. It keeps all the prospects in one place, so our customers love it. So a little bit cheesy, but I've managed to shoehorn it in.
No, I love it. I absolutely love it. And this is why I start with a song. So many interviews start off and it's a little bit wooden and goodness knows what else. But music's a great leveler, isn't it?
Yeah, completely.
It's a huge part of my life, as you can see on the wall behind me. And I just got to say, another fan, Andy, thank you so much. You're very kind. Yes, it is a Fender acoustic. It's when I went into the guitar shop to buy it, I didn't know anything about guitars, but it just looked good, and it just sounds okay as well. So that's why I chose that one. But thank you, and Simon, that's a great answer. So Simon, how are you? Tell me a little bit about yourself.
So, a bit about me. I suppose I'll give you my background in a nutshell. So, I started off, went through uni as a designer. Fashion and textiles was my forte. Just not for me, not the right fit at all. Kind of discovered the world of marketing. Absolutely loved it there. So I kind of finished a master's, or did my master's at uni. Went on and got my first marketing role, and it was brilliant fun. I absolutely loved it. I was working for a brand, which some of you will probably know. It's Queen has them. It's the Anglepoise lamps. And I was working with those guys. It was amazing. Got involved in so many different areas of marketing, everything. And I was really hands-on, and I was working directly with the marketing director. It's what I loved. And I made the foolish mistake of saying I want to sort of progress and get the shiny suit and the fancy car. So I climbed up the corporate ladder, and I did all right. I got to a decent place though. But what I loved about the first role was the fact it was a small business. I got my hands dirty and I just did stuff, and it was so much fun. So I kind of set myself up. This was 16 years ago now, feeling very old saying that, but set myself up as a design and marketing agency. So helping small, but just for small businesses. And that's where it kind of all grew from, really. But what I realized, and this will sound very obvious to every single business owner that's listening, is that every single business owner, when they do marketing, what they want is they want sales. But my revelation at that point, because I'd come from the corporate world where a lot of stuff is disjointed, was that sales and marketing tools aren't joined up. They're two very different things. And when you do join up, they become big, complex software. So I kind of went, I need to build a bit of software that joins all up so you can see the bigger picture and you can close sales from it. And that's kind of why I got to where I am now. And we've built a bit of software that does that great. And it's, people love it. So that's where I am. And I'm happy, very, very happy.
Fantastic. Fashion designer, that explains the shirt.
Perhaps not this shirt, but
hey, no, but you've whenever I see, you've always got a really smart shirt on. So yeah, nice one. Okay, so you use LinkedIn. Why do you use LinkedIn, and why do you like it?
Simple, very, very simple answer. It's where my audience is. We work with small businesses. They're in a transitionary phase. It's usually business owner, or the business owner's got hands-on to the sales process, in which case they're using LinkedIn, and they want that visibility. So we use it to communicate, to share knowledge, and just generally, communicate with our customers and try and upskill them.
No, perfect. So how often do you post on LinkedIn?
Oh, every day, without fail. I use LinkedIn a bit. I've got one of my colleagues, they schedule and they have posts going out every single day. So we've got those going out. And on top of that, we've got, whether I'm going into too much detail here, but we've got a 6-step process we follow. So it's called PRM now. So the P stands for post, and that applies to just posting, sharing information on a daily basis, basically brand awareness. Let people know we're there, share information so they value us. So when they're ready to start engaging, they do. Then what we do is the next step is react. So when we're talking to people on there and we see great articles, we start reacting. So it's about commenting, it's about liking, it's about resharing, it's all that sort of stuff, telling people we're listening to them. And then we've got the M for PRM, which is managed. So once we get to the point of having a conversation with them, we move people out of LinkedIn, because it's a bit like a party. It's a very noisy place. And when you try and have a chat in the party, people can't hear. So we move them out and we have conversations, whether it's in just chat boards, whether it's on the phone, email, whatever it is, we go onto there. Then we've got nurturing for N. So we use email marketing, LinkedIn again, to engage with them. Then when we identify there's an opportunity, so we aren't looking at sales up until this point, we start managing them through the opportunity process, and then it's the one process. So that's the step we follow, and LinkedIn is at every single stage of that for us. Long answer.
No, but this is the thing, right? People are using LinkedIn for different things, and so it's obviously working for you. You're talking about it and stuff like that. So how much time do you reckon you spend on LinkedIn, Simon?
Personally, I probably spend about 15-20 minutes a day.
Oh, that's on brand.
But I've also got colleagues who do the PRM process. They probably, and that's part of their job, engaging a lot deeper.
Yeah, sure.
People. They probably spend about an hour and a half a day doing it.
Yeah,
but for me, for what I need to do with my hands-on side of it, it's about an hour and a half. That's like 15-20 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely perfect. I love that. So final LinkedIn question. Do you get business as a result of what you're doing on LinkedIn?
Yes, we're two stages of it. So we get direct inquiries where we see people have come through and phoned us up, or booked booked onto the system. But one thing it's brilliant for us is brand recognition and reinforcement. So people are constantly seeing it, and we know it's part of that journey of where people get to us.
Yeah, no, fantastic. And your brand is great. The color's great. It's a really good looking brand. So well done on that. So tell us a little bit about your type of customers and a little bit about Popcorn, please.
Okay, so our type of customer is very simple, in honesty. we're a CRM lead management platform that's designed specifically for small business. So we've cut out all the bells and whistles to make it really easy to use, so they can bring all their leads and their prospects together into one place. So it makes it really visual, and they can just use it. They love using it. So that's what the platform is. Because of that, what our customer is, they've started using a bit of CRM. They're starting to think about it, and CRM from our point of view, falls into three categories. The first category is where they're using specialist software. So that's the likes of MailChimp, Trello, Pipedrive, spreadsheets, all those bits and pieces that are brilliant at doing one thing, but have evolved to include a bit of CRM. But what people find is that as they start to grow and they start getting more leads and more stuff going on all over the place, it gets a bit of a mess, and they start losing sales, missing opportunities, and it's just data's all over the place. So that's the point they then go right, I'm going to jump over to one of the big bits of software, the things like HubSpot, Zoho, Sugar, those sort of things. And they go, I'm going to do this and I'm going to throw everything at it. And then they kind of realize that it's kind of using a sledgehammer to crack a nut. They don't need all the features. They get in the way. And because of that, 64% of them give up doing CRM. And even give up doing the little bits. So we sit slap bang in the middle. We've got the essential tools that a small business needs to be able to manage, nurture, and convert more sales. And it's just made really easy for them. So repeating myself for a minute. So they just love using it.
Yeah, so, and that's the thing, isn't it? I used to work for a software company, and it can get super complicated. If you want to look at an analogy, buying a new car, you just want to get from A to B. If you jumped in the new car and you had to press all kinds of buttons to make it do this, that, and the other, reminding me of my father with his new car when he had one of those infotainment screens. And it's sort of like, oh, all I want to do is listen to Radio 2, and it's sort of like it was too many buttons to press and stuff like that, and you can go off something, and so yeah, I totally agree that if you try CRM and you have a bad experience, then basically by association, all CRM is rubbish and it didn't work. So you're changing that, is that right?
Yes. The first bit of advice I'd give to anybody, if they are thinking and they're on that journey somewhere in there, is step back and look at what you actually want from to forget the word CRM for the moment. What do you want to achieve from using it? Are you wanting to manage projects? Are you wanting to do sales and prospecting in it? What is the purpose? Or is it just a repository to dump all of your notes? If you understand that, then you can choose the right CRM for yourself. And we're just putting together a quiz that I'll share with you afterwards, where people can it'll help identify where they're going to be in that journey, and then point them towards a few different systems they can use. But once you understand that, you can you can choose that right system. But one of the key things to note is, as I talked about, the HubSpot types of software, they are absolutely fantastic, but they're designed for large corporates. They're designed for companies with layers and layers and layers of management, because it gives untold levels of reporting and features and all this sort of stuff. So, and what comes with that once you get out of that free trial period is increased complexity and really high fees. So if you're going to go down that journey, understand where you are, but also look at the bigger picture. What's going to happen when you fall out of the free trial? Make sure you're fully aware of it, because the last thing you want to do is to be ingrained into something and be trapped.
Yeah, no, that's a sobering thought. So, so why popcorn, and what differentiates you for small businesses then?
Okay, so for us, it goes back to what I was saying a few minutes ago, really. The one thing I realized when I was in corporate, my last corporate job was we were integrating CRMs into the big boys. So who do we do? Worked with T-Mobile, Deutsche Bank, people like that. I wasn't technical. I was on the marketing side of stuff. I saw the true benefits of what CRM can bring. And when I set up on my own, working for small business, I went, brilliant, they're all going to use CRM. And nobody was interested, because, as I sort of said earlier, way too complicated, couldn't see the benefit because it wasn't tied in directly with sales. They could understand that bigger picture. So, as I mentioned, what I've done is I've just simplified it. I've made it a really easy way for somebody to use it and kind of go, that's who I need to call, that's what I need to speak to them about, and that's when I need to speak to them. So that's the sort of the why, really, is that it's that desire for me, because I knew when I was there, when I was working with small business, that's what they actually needed. So we've put it together to answer those questions for them.
No, it's a very good point. And obviously, because I've sold software in the past as well, and complicated accountancy software to accountants, so you can imagine the complexity there. And the thing is, when you're talking to somebody about simplifying it and stuff like that, and if we just simplified the accountancy software, it might not have done a few things. So if I sign up with you for your really easy software package, and there's only 3 of us in our business, and everything's fine, but my business grows, are you going to be able to grow with me, or am I going to have to go to one of the big boys when I get bigger?
The answer is yes and yes.
Okay.
So what I would say, for if you've got 3 people now, look at what your business needs now. Don't buy for tomorrow, because if you buy for tomorrow, you may not get to tomorrow, in which point the case the software's had no purpose whatsoever. So use the software for now to get you to where you need to get to. At that point, you can then go back to my original thing and say, what do I need this software to do? And then you can move over to it if what you're doing now isn't supporting you the way it needs to. But once you've got your data all in one place, one simple, clean, manageable place, it's in a database, so it can be exported out and imported into another platform somewhere. It's not a massive job to do. So get started, get using it, and it'll just, it adds a typical small business that doesn't use CRM and is established loses £7,000 every month due to lost sales and missed opportunities. So it's an absolute no-brainer. Start doing it, because it'll pay for itself tenfold. And then as you outgrow it, doesn't matter, just move on to another bit that's right for you.
Yeah,
And make sure you get the benefit from it.
That's a real sobering thought, that one, isn't it? So how many hours a week do you work currently, and how does that work for you?
No, I was gonna be light-hearted and say all hours God sent, but I don't. I'm actually quite good. When my first, I've got 3 kids now. 13 years ago, when my eldest arrived, I'd been doing the corporate hours where I was working long hours, lots of stress, lots of everything. And I kind of stepped back from it and I went, you know what? I want to be there for my kids. So I try to make a point of finishing at 5 o'clock every day. Okay, I break that rule occasionally and I will work on. And I try to say the same to my team as well. So we start at 9, we finish at 5 as a standard day, because you've got to have that work-life balance.
Absolutely. No, I love that. I love that. And so what challenges have you got at the moment in your business?
It's nice success problems. So we're starting to scale nicely, and we've got some real scaling opportunities in the future. So it's just readying ourselves for that. And I'm trying to head off as much as I can, so all the transitions are as smooth as possible and we can see where we're going. So that's the challenges I've got, which is a really nice success problem.
Oh, excellent. Absolutely superb. So what do you do when you're not working and when you're not on LinkedIn?
Be dad. I'm running 3 kids around to parties and all that sort of stuff. No, the common thread between my wife and myself, it's how we met. It's always been there, is movies. Absolutely love our movies.
Okay.
So every Friday night is movie night in our house. So we all sit down with a box of popcorn and just put a different movie on each week, and absolutely love our movies.
Fantastic. And I guess it's a bit difficult with 3 kids. You've not seen the new Top Gun or the new dinosaur movie. I can't think what it's called.
Dominion. I've got 2 of them are old enough-ish to watch it and are desperate. My youngest, he would be terrified. So I think we have to wait till it comes out on streaming.
Yeah. Okay.
But I can't wait to watch all of them.
Yeah, no, absolutely superb. And so luckily I've been to see both of those movies, but obviously my kids are grown up, so I just go with my wife, which is great.
Thumbs up, thumbs down. Where are we?
Oh no, definitely thumbs up, both of them. Absolutely. The Jurassic Park thing, or Jurassic World Dominion, or whatever it's called. I've lost. I'm an original guy, so I saw the first one when it first came out.
I'm too young for that.
Yeah, I thought you probably would be. But they had cardboard cutouts back then. The graphics and stuff is just amazing, and I think for that movie, right, there's a lot going on, and it's quite a long movie, but there's action all the way. But you sort of like think, have they put that in because they can, or have they put that in because it's part of the plot? And so that's what you get with some of these summer blockbusters, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely
over function.
Yeah, but the both movies full of adrenaline, full of fun, and goodness knows what else. So yeah, no, really good. I've got one. Go on.
Quick random fact for you. Sorry, going completely off piste here, but a Jurassic Park random fact. The whole movie was originally due to be planned to be stop motion animated, no CGI in it. But apparently there was two computer devs who went, no, this needs to be animated. So off their own backs, they animated the scene and just showed it to the decision maker and went, needs to be done like this. And that's how the whole effect thing came about for the movie.
Wow.
So there you go. But you were going to say last question.
Yeah, I've got one last question to ask you. But before that, I need to introduce so who's going to be on the show next week. I'm so excited about this. I don't know if you came along to the chat, but I have got Sam White from Stellar Insurance. She's an entrepreneur. She's also a podcaster, and she's just really, really great. She came on to NatWest and talked to us about her business, and she's agreed to come on my show next week. So I am busting to see Sam next week. So yeah, if you can join me then, that'd be absolutely fantastic. So yeah, my final question to you, sir, and thank you so much for coming on and sharing all that you do. It was, first of all, how can people get hold of you?
Easy. Go to our website, www.popcorncrm.co.uk. Go there, you can book a demo to see the software. There's loads of videos to do that, and you can contact us or check out my LinkedIn profile, which I'm sure Ashley knows a bit about. Which is LinkedIn/S Washbrook, I think it is. And yeah, that's the best way to reach out to me.
Fantastic. Or contact me and I can put you in touch. That's superb. So my last question then, sir. What tip would you give your 16-year-old self if you could go back?
Oh, do you know what? You gave me a heads up this question was coming, and I've debated it so many times. And I think I've bounced to and fro. Don't listen to other people. Well, no, don't compare yourself to others, I would say, because and everybody does it, you'll always compare yourself to the best person in the class, and you go, I want to be there, and it limits you. It stops you from achieving your full potential and seeing opportunities. So be yourself, believe in yourself, and you'll get to where you need to be.
No, love it. Absolutely superb. Oh, I got a question. Looks like I got a question just come in. It's just saying thank you very much for an excellent session. Andy, thank you so much for watching and your comments about the music. We will be back here next week with the lovely Sam White. Thanks ever so much, Simon, for being on the show today. And see you all soon. Cheerio. Bye-bye.
Bye.